Okay, back to the dashboard. Because this is a sports car, you don't have like a whole lot of fancy features. But let me show you real quick. So the here you have the speed and both the miles. The bigger one, which you see, is the miles, and the smaller one, you see, I believe, is the kilometers. And you could see the fuel gauge, and it's a 13.6 gallons, I believe. That's the fuel tank size. And this is the engine. Now the engine temperature, it should always be in the middle. That's how it's supposed to be. And obviously this is a speed, it's in miles, I believe. You can also reset this to like kilometers, but if you can't do that, obviously you can use this gauge here, and you see the bigger ones are the miles and then the smaller ones are the kilometers, so you can look at it and kind of figure out pretty easily like what speed you are in. And also you could there should be something in the manual, or you could look it up, and you should be able to change the speed from miles to kilometers. That shouldn't be a big deal on the display I'm talking about. So that's about it. And currently I think it is 63,535 miles. And again, this one too, you can set it up like kilometers, so that should not be a problem. And you could pretty much ignore that 3509 thing. That is like the trip setting, so it's set for a particular trip. I think every time you take it to service they reset it or something like that, but that plays no significance. It's more or less like if you want to calculate your distance for a trip, you use that. And then this is, it's the PSI on the engine. I mean, I put this up because it looks a little bit fancy, but no real use as such. But the other features are good. On the top left, it shows you the temperature, which is right now 66 Fahrenheit. And top right, that's the time, which is already set to Pacific 1948 24-hour clock. And 70 is the temperature that's inside. I believe that should be the outside of the car. Yeah, maybe the inside, one of these. The 66 probably is outside and 70 is inside. This is emergency lights and the air vents, and here you have the stereo, pretty standard everything. And if you have to, you'll have to look it up a little bit. I think you have to go to the menu somewhere to like pair your phone to the stereo so that you can play music or take phone calls on the Bluetooth. That's one thing. And so that should be good about this. So in order to adjust this, the display, you kind of use this. You do that, and it keeps changing to whatever you want. And to adjust this, you want to change the time or something, I think you could reset value. No. Okay, so just press down and it goes to different screens on the menu. Like you want to set a time, or you want to change something here. If you have to change the time, press and hold button to access settings screen. Press and hold. So you just do that and you press on the time. Right now it's the date is set to something, but yeah, you can play around this and you would be able to know. It's not a big deal actually. And I want to go back. And yes, So you have one the cigarette thing, the lighter cigarette lighter thing, which you can plug your USB. This is brand new, which I put. And yeah, now coming to the steering functions, right? So I think what is the most useful thing is S. What you see here is S. S is the sports mode. You press that. Now, right now, it's already in S, like you can see here. Let me make that clear. So it's already in S. I drive it in like sports mode all the time, so that it's just a little bit nicer in the sports mode. Goes a little bit faster. That's one thing, and so I would recommend like leave it on S for now, and it always stays in S. Like even if you turn off the car overnight and come back, turn on, it's always in S once you set it in S. And then if this is sports sharp, S sharp, that's like really fast. So you could use that too, but it's not like S in the sense like you can turn it on immediately. You'll have to first drive the car for some time on S, and when the engine's warm enough, then you can switch it to sports sharp. So if you try to do it before that, it wouldn't switch because the engine is not warm enough. But if you really want to go like real fast, or sometimes want to see how this is, I would say use it occasionally, but sports mode is what you need to use. And the controls here, I don't meddle with these a lot because this is more to set. I think this is what you use to change the kilometers thing and everything on this dashboard display. You could look up the manual, or you could just Google, like for example, you want to change the denomination, or the speed or whatever from miles to kilometers. You could quickly Google that, how to change the speed display from miles to kilometers on Subaru WRX 2015, and you should find a video on YouTube. I mean, you pretty much have information about this car like all over the internet. So that's one thing. And once you pair your phone, you could use this button to like answer any calls, and this would like disconnect your calls. And this is like voice mode, like you could press this and probably prompt to call someone. And I don't use this. You could set it up and try to see what it is. And this is one thing you need to know, and probably you can use this when you you go on long drives or something. Like this one is cruise control. Like when you press this, I can't do it right now because you have to actually drive to use this. So if you set this, like you can use cruise control to like set a certain speed when you're on the highway. Like you're on a highway on a long road trip, and you don't want to like keep pressing your accelerator all the time, this one. So what you do is you set the cruise control, like turn it on, and then you could use these buttons to like set the speed. And once you use the the up button to set the speed, you could do the down button like that, and it sets it. Like you would see, like initially I think you would see just this round thing, and then once you set it up, it would give that arrow upwards. So that will tell you like it's cruise control. Again, you could look this all up in the internet, like how to turn on the cruise control on Subaru 2015 WRX, and it should tell you. That should be it, I think. Oh yeah, the Windows is the standard. This one is like one tap, and you could just like close the whole thing. That's how it works. But that's just the driver side window, and everything else is just standard. And these are the locks. Lock it, unlock, and then this is how you set your mirrors. Like if you want to go, like you set the left mirror, turn it towards the left, and then turn it towards the left, and oh yeah, to move this thing itself, like you want you want to set the left mirror, then turn this like this is like that. Turn you want to set the left side view mirrors, then you turn it towards the left and then just move this like that, and then you can see that moving. Same thing with the right, and that's about that. And this is where you use coming back to this is important in the winters, like you hit that and you get like warm air on the front windshield. And you this button is for defrosting your side view mirrors. So the side view mirrors actually have, you look at this has some like hot air or something blowing in from here, like here. And then in winters when the side view mirrors are all frozen and you can't see but you have to drive, so you use this button and then it would unfreeze both your side view mirrors. And this is obviously for the front windshield. There's nothing for the back. So that's about that. That is one cool feature actually. And this is actually really good too. I mean, these are the seat heaters. It's just for the front two seats. Now this is high heat. Turn this towards this, and this is like low heat. If you don't want to heat the seats, just put in the middle like that. And there is a red color light which doesn't work on this, so but that's fine, it's just the light, but the actual heating function does work, so don't worry about that. But yeah, don't think that it's not working because this light's not glowing, but this thing is working. But on this the light should work, so I do that, heat, then that's heating up the seat on high, and like the passenger seat, the front passenger seat, and when you do that, that is heating up the seat on low for the front passenger seat. You place it in the middle, that's like off. So that is it, I think. So this is where you hold to open your trunk, and this is what you use to open your gas cap. And do that, like when you do that, the gas cap already opens, I mean the lid, gas cap lid, and then you just normally open it. And what else? To open the engine bay, like there is a button here, it's something that like that. And let's check it out. Engine bay is like that. This is a 2.5 boxer, and you can see it's a Subaru Boxer DIP, right? And the battery is pretty beat up. I think this is at least 3 years old, and don't mind that. I think that you should get a cap for that, and somehow during one of the services they missed the cap. And this is your washer fluid liquid, that's where you change it. The washer fluid, that's the only thing that you need to change. I mean, unless you want to change the engine oil, like which is here. But that's about it. This is the air intake. There's a hood scoop where the turbo engine sucks in the air, and that's what produces the turbo acceleration. So I put this back. I think that should be it. Well, hopefully you did like the video and it is helpful. Again, just shoot me any questions you have, and should be all set. This is a really cool car, I would say, and yeah, just take good care of it and it should last forever. Right now it has like 60k, I would say it would easily go like 200k miles, and it's pretty good cars. Like Subarus are pretty good cars, and they're like all-wheel drive asymmetric. Like it's the best all-wheel drive in the market, and that's really good for cold climates like winters. Driving in the snow, Subarus are the best. And yeah, I think let me show you one more thing. I think this is an option here, like this one. It would, I think, if you press that, it would turn off the, the four like all-wheel drive. Just if you want to go like what do you call, like do donuts or something. But I never do that, so don't worry about that. So it is by default. It has the all-wheel drive turned on, so that should be good. So yeah, I was talking about the mirror. This is like showing me, this is a really cool feature and useful. I like it. Shows you like it's facing to the east right now, so that tells you directions. Like if you're lost or whatever, and you don't have charge on your phone or something, this would at least tell you like the direction you're heading, so that you get an idea. So yeah, that is pretty cool, right? So yeah, just again, shoot me if you have any questions, and good luck with the car and have fun. Alright, see you later. Bye bye.